Ambassador Sajjanhar, for a diplomatic perspective, what do you make of how India was taken on the world stage at Bali?
Thank you, Gaurav. I think it's a huge honor, it's a huge privilege for India to be given this opportunity. You know, you use two words, I think, in terms of, the criticism that has been made, that this is rotational and ceremonial. You know, it might be factually accurate to say that it is rotational because all the 20 countries will get an opportunity to host the G20 summit sometime or the other. But you couldn't be further from the truth to say it is ceremonial. It is very substantive. You know, as it's been made clear, both by Shiv and Geeta, and also I think the Prime Minister in his statement, that there are going to be 200 meetings through the year that are going to be held in 50 cities of the country.
India, yeah.
And they are going to be discussing very, very substantive issues. It's not ceremonial. It's not just on the 9th and 10th of September 2023 that the leaders will come and you meet and shake hands and go away. No, a lot of hard work will be done. That having been said, Gaurav, there is a lot that India can be proud of.
Okay.
You know, not only in terms of civilizational ethos, in terms of culture, what we have to sort of, project to the world. When all these people, delegations travel to 50 cities, they will look at the diversity of the country. But in addition to that, India has acquitted itself most creditably while dealing with all the challenges which emanated either from the COVID-19 pandemic or even from the Russia-Ukraine conflict. You know, in terms of 2 billion doses being administered to the people, giving out, even when our own vaccination was going on, giving out 200 million doses, more than that, to more than 100 countries around the world.
Okay.
You know, feeding about more than 800 million people, with the food grains, providing them with this support. The digitization,
I'll come to these aspects one by one. You're absolutely right. Let's take them step by step. Let me now bring in Anshul, Avijit. Anshul, first the issue with the lotus as symbol of G20 presidency of India, and now saying India's G20 presidency in 2023 will be used for 2024 elections. But sir, isn't the Prime Minister talking about the effort being inclusive, ambitious, decisive and action-oriented, and G20 being organized in different cities and states across the country? Is this about India or is this about BJP?
Exactly my point. It's, India is proud. But I think BJP should be proud even more because the BJP symbol is now the G20 symbol. The problem is that this particular summit was politicized by the BJP, by this government and by the Prime Minister right from its very inception by including that logo. And not only that, when the Prime Minister talks about inclusivity, about equity, about, about the poor, expresses some concern about the poor, irony dies 1,000 deaths. The gross levels of iniquity that exist in this country, the high levels of unemployment, of poverty, the way that our GDP has plummeted over the years, the way the unemployment has grown. The World Bank says that, the number of poor, extremely poor people have increased by 5.5 crore over the last 2 years. The fact that you didn't order vaccines, I don't know what you're gloating. I don't know what this bombast and bluster is all about. These are all falsehoods.